Hello. Welcome, everyone. A little bit of a different setup today, guys. We are here playing another Journey to Wildemount game, but the cast is a little bit different this time. Surprise for everyone here. I'm your DM, StretchTheSmith. To my right, we have Dean Bryon taking on the role of Kiernas, his player from Avernus. Below me is Filmort Togglesprocket, aka Bill
Oh, that's me.
Briley, from Avernus as well. And to my left, that's really hard to figure out, but to my left is Dayus from our Wildemount campaign. A little bit of meshing of worlds here, Eliot. This is a chance to redeem you this week. A chance, if anyone watched this last week, any of you checked this out last week, this is a chance for Eliot to redeem himself. Deus to save himself, I suppose. I don't really know how I want to phrase this, but this is a little bit of a different twist on something. I had an idea on how to keep our session rolling without losing too much continuity in our story, and I think we're gonna have a little bit of fun tonight. So, to recap what happened last week, we had we had begun our journey. Proteus, Haganar, and Dayus, along with Orvo, into a frozen abyss in the land of Isocross. About 4 days into our journey, seeking a cure for a disease that is freezing people to death, we found a strange encounter that we weren't exactly prepared for. While walking on the thin sheets, as they are called, we came across a young Remoraz that really, really rocked our worlds. Well, not our worlds, more or less, really rocked Eliot's world.
Not my world, my shit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
poor guy.
All of the
above really.
So Deus tried to take this thing on by hand, up close and personal. Proteus attacked from a distance, and Haganar quickly adjusted his strategy to back down and attack from a distance as well. Unfortunately, as Proteus and Haganar looked on, the Remoraz popped back up out of the ice and struck down at Deus with a massive bite. When it did and came back up, Proteus and Haganar looked on, and Deus was no longer there. So, that's where we're going to begin. The moments immediately after this. Filmort.
Yes.
You are sweating. You are hot. It has been a treacherous journey here in Avernus. You are making your way through El Terrell, and you are just exhausted. You guys have been running towards this cathedral, and the sweat is pouring from your chin. You're frustrated. You're running out of breath, and you know what you need to do. This moment with the imp just prior, kind of weighing on your mind. Everything that's been going on so far, really weighing on your mind, and you just run up, and you're running behind everyone. And at the moment you touch the steps of the cathedral, you burst through the door. And as soon as you rush in, you fall into your father's shop. Togglesprocket's Tech and Tinker. Your mind begins to wander. This door that you just burst through is the door from your bedroom, directly into the shop. Your mind races. Is this just a bad dream? What happened? You feel pretty normal, stronger than you recall feeling, almost like you did in your dream. You feel powerful still. You feel tougher than you once were. But the hotness, the sweaty, the breathless feeling you had, it's gone. You look at your arms where there were scratches and scrapes. There's nothing. And the view from your door looks the same as always. What do you want to do?
Go out and start setting up shop, I suppose. Kind of take it in and I guess leave everything in the back of my mind. It's still there, but
It was one very real dream in your mind. I mean, that's what it must have been. Yeah, and you start, kind of setting up the shelves. You get your Filmort's spinomatic sign thing
Oh, of
rocking and
course.
rolling. Uh,
Oh, you got to open up the window to let the, everything connect through.
Yep, you get it all set up, get that rock and roll again, and it's spinning away, and you get a little sigh of relief in your mind of, thank God I don't got to spin that thing anymore. As you're standing there, you turn around and you're looking at your shop, and yeah, everything seems to be in place. Your little miniature machines, Rubik's Cube thing, Newton ball set, everything seems to be there.
Now, would it be that I had a bad dream is in my mind, or is there
It felt
anything I
real.
remember? Like, I mean, but is there anything I like? Not specific events, not names, places, but maybe more so about my powers, about maybe some of the shit that I learned.
Yeah, roll me a history check.
Okay. Oh, that's good. 26.
Ooh, all right. Like I said,
Got a 19 on the die.
you feel stronger. I mean, this dream either really motivated you, or something, you got hit in the back of the head. Something went wrong. I mean, but you feel just as powerful as you did in that dream. I mean, the magic that you feel in your body is there. Um, roll me a perception check, please.
17.
Yeah, so you're, looking at the shelves, and on one of the shelves, you actually see the little stick gun type thing that you had fashioned, just sitting there, and you don't remember building that in the shop.
I'm gonna like panic a little bit, maybe grab it and kind of head back to my room
Okay.
in a hurry.
All right, then that's it. You're just gonna head back to your room.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Dayus.
Oh.
You feel the searing pain in your body, the burning and acid-like feeling that consumes you as you feel this crisp bite around you, and then you feel darkness. You begin to feel yourself fading. Your consciousness kind of drifting, a slow, steady, somber feeling. Your mind's almost at peace. Things become a little clearer as you're drifting. Things begin to make a little more sense. You forget that this journey had even begun to happen at all. You kind of shake yourself together a little bit, and before you stands a lovely looking woman, an older woman with long, wavy silver hair. Her olive skin is weathered and wrinkled around her almost almond shaped eyes. There's purple irises. She wears blue and white robes that tumble out from her in tendrils of parchment. She has a large, darkened, black void kind of in her stomach. She begins to speak to you. Oh, my Dayus, your lessons, forgotten so soon, your knowledge gone so quickly. It's a shame, my dear. Prophecies foretold more. With your training, with your abilities, I had more faith in you. Why have you lost your faith in me?
Who are you again?
Me? Who am I? Roll me a history check.
Oh shit. Dice already? I'll open my sack up quick.
Leave it to Eliot.
Oh.
Plus what?
Yeah, plus what?
Plus 3, so it's a 4.
Didn't know anyone could hear me.
So, You don't remember me.
Not completely.
Well, you should know me. I mean, the Cobalt Soul is my doing. It is what surrounds you. It's your place. But why, during your training, don't you remember? Don't you remember anything, my darling? Haven't you been warned? Knowledge is the key. Your fists are to clear the way. Your mind.
I can't remember.
Oh. You've forgotten all of your training.
It would seem so. So who are you again?
My name. Ayum. No? Okay. So, listen, Dayus. Your mind, it must come first. Your mind holds the key. Remember. Deus, this is your test. Prove yourself. Prove that your knowledge and your ability to use this skill, your brain, will show that you are worthy of carrying on the legacy of the Cobalt Soul. This is your final test. Will you join the monks and become a watchful escort?
Okay.
Good. I'm sending you on this quest. Now remember, a few things I'm going to tell you now. Your brain is your strongest weapon, and I will repeat, your mind holds the key. Sometimes the solution is to go backwards before moving forwards. Have faith in yourself as well as your allies. Sometimes the most obvious solution is not the best. And finally, when all hope is lost, find faith within me and your fellow monks. You may need to stick to your beliefs once in a while.
Okay.
You feel yourself kind of drift off again. This rush kind of comes over your body. You feel yourself physically pulled from wherever this is, and you feel a soaring feeling. As you have this rush, you burst through a door. Filmort, you turn around, and it looks like a customer has just entered your establishment. You see this tiefling man standing there in blue robes.
Was Filton, was old man out in the shop at all when I went out there?
No, he was not yet.
Yeah, just give me a second. I'll be up there. I'm gonna go like feverishly put the firearm stick that I made like under a blanket or something like that in my room and come back out.
Okay.
Yes.
As you exit your room, you see this tiefling man standing at the door, and to the left of him, almost by where the sign was, you see Kai. And your memory strikes you, as does yours, Kai. You've both known each other for quite some time, but neither of you can remember how you met. You both know that you have some past together. Your memories are very foggy, but you're here now. So what do you guys want to do?
Hey, welcome to Togglesprocket's Tech and Tinker. We don't have a lot, but I guess just take a look around.
So I would remember his name, right?
You'd
Not just-
remember Phil. He's a friend of yours. Yeah.
I guess I would kind of like also see him and shake it off. Like, nope, I'm probably still kind of in my dream is still back there in the back of my mind. It's probably just a normal person.
would I remember like walking here, or did I just oof?
Kai. This all started for you the moment Filmort opened the door to the
Okay.
cathedral.
Damn it, Phil.
And you, Kai, you have the best memory of this. You remember being in Avernus very vividly.
Right. Okay. So I just followed him through this door that he opened and walked into his father's shop, essentially.
Yep, but he came in the opposite side.
Right.
So you're all sorts of messed up right now.
Phil, what's going on, man? I don't. Why are we here? Where's everybody else?
Everybody else. You probably have me mistaken for somebody else.
No, Phil, you know me.
I mean, do I though?
I mean, maybe not.
You look familiar, like someone. Who's your friend?
I don't know who he is. I've never seen him in my life.
Oh, maybe a customer. I'll get back with you in a
But
second.
what?
Hello, sir. Welcome to Togglesprocket's Tech and Tinker. Can I help you with something? Are you looking for anything in particular?
I'm gonna walk outside and like look around, like open the door and look around.
Where am I?
See what's going on.
The finest tech shop in all of Baldur's Gate, of course.
Baldur's Gate. Where in the world is that?
Is this guy what? Who's your friend here, Kai? What's going on, man?
Friend, but that was.
Did I just say your name? Did you say your name? How did I know that?
Phil, quit messing around. Did I see anything? I look out the door.
Yeah, so when you open the door, it looks like the town of Baldur's Gate. Doesn't seem to be anything out of place.
All right, Phil, you need to stop messing around. If you know something, you need to tell me.
I really was just kind of hoping that you would go away. I didn't know that you were real. I figured I had some crazy dream last night, and my gun came with it. Like I have the gun that I made in my dream, and I don't.
It's because it wasn't a dream. It's real. You don't remember remember Rhea, or Sam?
The guy with what about the guy with the eye patch? Was he real too?
Yeah, Zaj. He was real too, and Samson, and
Okay.
and
Well, oh yeah, the guy with the hair.
yeah, he was
I
your.
miss him.
And what's?
What the hell is going on? And who is this guy?
Oh,
I'm sorry. Do we keep cutting you off? What? I'm Phil.
I'm Dayus.
why don't you know where Baldur's Gate is?
Dayus.
From?
Well, I'm from. Do I remember where I'm from, Bryon?
Oh, dude, you remember like your past up until
Well, unfortunately,
going to
I'm
Eyes Across.
from-
I can't help what your player. What you
No,
don't remember.
it's in there. It's in
Is it
there.
in there?
You
Okay.
Read, damn it. I was.
Wait, that's not the right one.
I'm not
It's
going.
so
I'm not
long.
going through your stuff for you.
I'm from Allfield.
The hell is that? Speaking of hell, that's where we were. Why are we not in hell anymore? What's
I
going
mean,
on?
are you really complaining, my dude?
Oh, I am. we need to find out what happened to El Toro.
So as
It
soon
was
as you guys are
all a dream.
as you guys are talking about this, Phil, your father comes out from the back. What is all this ruckus? Phil, I thought you and Kai were going to be moving the shoving units around. This look simply won't do anymore.
Oh, yeah, of course. Right away, Dad. See, Kai, I told you let's get to it. Fucking talking about crazy stuff. Pardon my language. I didn't mean to cuss at you, but it's not important. Let's rearrange these shelves like we said we were gonna do, that I totally remember saying.
Yes,
You know,
good.
you move these shelves when you help me figure out what is going on.
We're rearranging, spring cleaning,
Phil,
if you will.
Phil, there's a customer in the back.
And he's Kai's friend.
Oh,
What?
have you come to help as well?
I could,
Wait,
but that's not why I'm here.
you?
Me?
Yes, you.
Yes.
You're Dayus, is it?
Yes.
That-
And you would be who?
I'm owner of the Togglesprocket's Tech and Tinker. Filmort, introduce me.
Well, but you know him. Why do I?
Oh, no, I don't know. I don't know him. No, Phil, I knew this day would come. Kai, I'm glad you're here too. You're the one. You're the one all the stories foretold. Come on, come with me, please. And he kind of ushers you guys to the back.
Get back to hell.
Sure, I'll watch the shop.
No, Phil, you too. Come on.
Oh man. Okay.
All right. You would follow due to lack of options here. He's losing it, man. I'm losing it.
Just the idea of going back to hell is very far from what Filmort wants to do right now.
Understood. He leads you guys through the back, I'd say office room, or just a desk and some other random, things back there. Some tech projects, a little workshop, if you will. And through another door, which, Phil, you don't remember this door being here. Your memory's just incredibly off right now, and you're not really sure what is heads or tails of anything. And he leads you to a doorway, and he says, "Dayus, what lies behind this door is your destiny."
No, it's a brick wall. What are you talking about? There's
Filmort, now is not the time for your imagination to run wild. I've read this prophecy. It's a story I've read since I was a child. I used to read it to you, Filmort, before your mother. I thought you could be a hero one day, Phil, and I suppose maybe you will be. Maybe it's your destiny as well to help fulfill this prophecy.
Maybe in my dreams. I don't know about that real life stuff.
Guys, I think this is your opportunity. I think this is your chance to go and Dave, I know this has to be you. The blue robes, I can't remember the name of the book, but I've read it so many times to you, Phil. You have to remember it.
What is this prophecy you speak of? Explain.
Well, it's your destiny. It's your destiny.
No. What am I destined to do?
Well, great things, of course.
Explain. You used to read this story to your son?
There is a puzzle. And they say that once you solve it, you're the only one that can, and something will happen. And I don't know what that is, but it's going to lead to some sort of, I don't know, it's kind of vague in its description, but maybe like a cure for something, or I don't know.
In this puzzle, Where is it?
It lies just beyond this doorway.
Well,
Quick question.
Mm-hmm.
Would I know Filmort's dad's name?
Ooh.
Since he
You
knew
never met.
my
No, you wouldn't.
Sir, can you answer a question for me?
Of course.
What happened to El Terrell?
Oh, nothing that I know of.
It's fine then, right?
I believe so. Yes.
Not-
No? What? No, everything's fine as far as I'm aware. Unless you've heard something.
When did we get an extra door?
Fillmore, it's always been here. Stop being silly.
No, I'm not being silly. Something's not right.
I agree. Do you know anything about anybody named Samson or Ryland? Do you know those names?
Me?
Yes.
You met them. They were my friends, remember?
Well, I don't. Other than Kaya, which was surprising to me, I don't remember you having any other friends. I apologize.
And then the tiefling girl.
No? Nothing.
Mm.
Are you sure these weren't just customers of yours?
Am I getting an increasingly funny feeling about old Filton?
You can roll an insight check.
Okay. 15.
Yeah, I mean, so you've known your father for your entire life. Picking up on his body language doesn't seem to be telling you lies. There's no facial expressions that seem to be. He's not fading away from the conversation. I mean, he seems pretty with it. There doesn't seem to be anything off-putting about it, other than you're just not sure what the hell's going on.
It's got to be an illusion then. Is it an illusion?
It's
Can
what?
That's you know what? I'm gonna cast detect evil and good.
Ooh. Okay. What's the range on that?
30 feet.
Okay. So, how long is the casting time on that? Is it one action?
One action. Lasts
Okay.
for 10 minutes. Concentration up to 10 minutes.
Okay. Yeah. So you begin to cast it, and you kind of concentrate your mind on it. You pray a little bit to Torm and help him. Looking for his help to guide you through some sorting of what is good and evil in the world. There is a very positive presence surrounding everything. The only area that seems to be off-putting to you, and it's not that it's bad, it's just that it's giving you a off feeling, is the doorway that you think you would have came in, and that would be the front door to the shop. But that would be the only way that feels just off-putting. I wouldn't even say it feels evil necessarily, just not right.
Not what I expected. Would I know anything about this positive presence? Anything other than the fact that it's there? From maybe?
Roll me an insight check as well.
Maybe I can actually roll something this time. Possibly, maybe.
At at the mention of Samson and Ryland, would Filmort remember making the sending stones and giving one to Ryland? I'm just kidding.
Yeah, roll me a history check.
26.
Yeah.
a 19 plus 7.
Yeah, your memory
God.
is really spinning together. During your kind of searching of your memory banks and filing through everything, you also have this moment of your father reading you a book, and it actually kind of sounds like what he's describing. And you remember it being called the Cobalt Soul-dier. And there's a little hyphen in there. And
Like that.
Soldier.
So you kind of remember that, but yes, you do remember giving Bryon the sending stone.
Okay.
You have a very vivid memory of that occurrence as well. What was your insight check, Kai?
18.
Yeah, Kai. So I mean, you don't just feel that this presence is pleasant. You actually feel that it's, I mean, almost blessed in a way. It's protected.
Okay. But no idea where it's coming from or originating from?
It
Or-
is emanating from the everywhere around you.
Okay.
Minus that doorway that is leading to outside into Baldur's Gate.
Okay. Maybe we should just see what this is all about. And get this over with so we can get back to what's really going on here.
Our successful tinker shop.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, that. Yeah.
Okay. Well, hold on. Before we go anywhere else, I'm gonna go back to my room and grab the Filmort's fervent, whatever. I can't remember what I named it.
Yeah, Filmort's fervent firearm, I think it was.
Something like that.
I think.
Forcibly fervent.
Forcibly fervent firearm, yes. And roll me a perception check when you walk through the shop again, please. Just as you head in your room.
Man, I'm getting okay rolls. 22.
Yeah, as you walk through, there's everything. You do kind of a mental check of everything and just trying to get your wits about you again. You notice everything is in place. There's a very shiny silver, almost lidded pot sitting on one of the shelves. You don't remember that being there before, but there's no markings or anything on it that you can tell. So, up to you. You want to proceed looking at that, or just head in your room and grab your firearm?
I'm gonna grab the firearm, and then on the way back, is it still there?
It is.
Can I like push it off the edge of the shelf with the firearm, not touching it with my actual hand? Just
Sure.
like almost like an asshole cat thing, but not like I'm suspicious of it, so I just want to poke it and see, like, kind of look around the other side of the counter to see if there was anything inside of it when it broke, or if it broke.
So it does seem to be made of some sort of metal. So you don't think it's going to break when it falls.
Oh, okay. I guess you did say silver.
You
Does
still
the
want to
lid
push
fall
it?
off?
Yeah. It falls
The
off.
mimic.
It's
So-
a mimic.
As you push it onto the ground, it falls and the lid pops off, and a bunch of fine, gritty, dark gray sand seems to pour out, almost ashen.
Your mom's urn.
Oh no. No.
Can you say disowned?
Did anybody see me do this? I'm gonna like grab the nearest like paper or folder or something and
No. Meanwhile, your dad's standing there talking to them like, so no, Dayus, this is a great opportunity. I've been so excited for this. I knew this day would come, and you're finally here. I knew it. I knew Filmort and you and Kai would be doing this. I just didn't know when. And
I've never known these people.
No, you
Even
don't
though-
need to.
90% of the time, I don't even know where the fuck I'm at.
Did you yell that from the other room?
Yes.
Filmort, wash your mouth.
Oh, sorry.
I'm sorry about him. He's a little aggressive sometimes.
He's a little short.
Oh,
Hey, you need to watch it there, bud.
It's a double. what's the-
entendre?
Would it be an entendre?
I guess so. I don't know.
Because he's short and he's short tempered.
And then whenever I finish cleaning, like trying to scoop up the
Yeah,
best
yeah,
I
you
can, those
scoop it up
ashes,
pretty
I'm
well.
gonna put it on like the bottom shelf behind the counter instead of up top, and hope that no one notices.
All right, sounds good. Yeah, so you just head back in with the others?
Yeah.
Cool. All right. Yeah, so he will open the door for you guys. Want to proceed through?
Yeah,
Yeah, Kai wants. Yeah. Yep.
I'm definitely trying to come in there.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Give me a marching order.
I'm gonna go in the middle for sure.
No, you're gonna go first because it's your shop.
You got a paladin and you got a monk.
Sorry to say.
I don't know what you are, but I know Kai's ability, so I'm gonna go behind Kai, 100%.
I really wanna like get this done and over with because I'm just trying to figure out like, yeah,
How to get back to Rhea and the elephant.
how to. Oh, I forgot about the elephant. Yeah.
Holy fan.
Anyway,
'Cause it flies.
I don't know. I'm just losing my shit, man. Freaking out.
Yeah, so you guys step through this doorway. We didn't establish an order there. So what's the marching order here?
I'd imagine Kai's first. Yeah, I was gonna say I'll go right behind Kai.
I'll
Dayus,
go
you
last.
Okay.
I'm the guest here, or so it seems.
All right. So you step through this warm, cozy shop, in through this wooden doorway that leads to a stone doorway. Press through that. And then you find yourselves feeling as though you've stepped through time into an old sand and limestone chasm. The walls are 15 feet wide and the ceilings are 10 feet tall. It's comfortable here. The path looks very well worn. And in front of you down the hall you see a single doorway, a keyhole in the center. No other obvious markings are in the door.
Hey, Pops, you got a key?
So you turn around. And there's nothing no more.
No.
Yes. There's nothing no more.
Credit
I
to
ca-
DM
I
Eliot
actually-
for that line.
I copied a copyright claim that line.
I just gave you credit, but yes, there's just a stone wall behind you.
What about the straight up and down, dog?
The wall goes 15 feet high, like everywhere else in the room. Or sorry, 10 feet high, like everywhere else in the room. I was so hoping when you guys was gonna ask me that. I was hoping I'd get to use that.
I knew there was something going on here. Oh man.
So when you say nothing no more,
Try to.
what you mean?
It's a stone wall, like the other 3 stone walls that aren't.
So it's not like a void.
No.
Nope, just a wall.
Like we went through the thing in Harry Potter, and you go through there, and it's just
Yep, exactly like that. Except it's very one way.
Oh, that's one way too.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
No, it's not one way.
It's not.
I don't think so. I
Either-
forget.
one-
It doesn't make any sense. J.K. Rowling sucks.
Whoa. Take it easy, dude. You're on a D&D channel.
Oh, sorry.
That-
If anyone likes J.K. Rowling,
Oh.
she's a huge inspiration for me. But now that I'm
Sorry.
older, I don't like her. She's kind of a bad
Nobody
word.
feels that way besides him. So just
Fact. True. That does not reflect the group's opinions.
Anyway, aside from all of that, can anybody pick locks? Can anybody try to pick this lock? We need to get through. What? I walk up to it and check if it's locked first.
You walk up to it. You
Assume-
see a large split down the center of the door, but there doesn't seem to be any way to force it open. You push on it, you pull on it. There's nothing, no budging, no movement.
Well, Mr. Prophecy, I think it's your turn to get at it.
I don't know what I'm supposed to do.
Well, this is your thing. I
What's
don't know. My
thing?
dad was a lot more excited about you than me, and I mean that's fine. I don't really care, but he did say that once you came, then that would set into motion the wheels of this prophecy. So what
Yeah, you need to do something, man. This
is
is your
there anything about doors that you know in your history?
Do I have anything in my history about doors, Bryon?
or doors that weren't ever there and magically appeared? I don't know.
Hey Kai, I thought I heard some clanking coming from the shop earlier before we came in here. What was that about?
Did you just talk to yourself?
Did I say Kai? I meant
Yeah,
Phil.
he did.
Hey Phil.
Clanking.
Yeah, there's some kind of like metal clanking. Sounded like you dropped something on the ground.
Oh, I have no idea what
Okay.
you could be talking about. I went to go grab my gun. See, I got it.
Shoot the door, see if it opens.
Ah, you know, I don't know if that's a good idea. What if it shoots back or something?
So anyway, I started blasting.
Can we look around? Is there how big is this room? How big is this room?
It is, like I said, the walls are 15 feet wide. It's a square room. So it's 15 feet by 15 feet, and the ceilings are 10 foot tall.
So there's nothing else. Nothing no more.
Stone walls.
Go around and like check around the corners and stuff, see if there's maybe like some sort of key
Sure.
or like maybe
Yeah,
check the walls if there's a relief.
Roll an investigation check for me.
Ooh, not good. Investigation. Better than I thought. 13, but not great.
You're feeling around the walls. Kai, you were trying to say something? I'm sorry.
I was gonna say I just want to look around.
Okay. Yeah, just perception check for me then. Yeah, you're feeling around, Phil, and yeah, you're touching the walls, you're touching the ground, you're checking the corners, you're feeling for seams, you check the door out. I mean, everything seems to be pretty smooth limestone. It's very, very well cut.
12. I
And
roll
Kai, you're
die.
rolling. You're following. You're actually kind of just following what Filmort's doing. You're looking at the areas that he's pressing on, then you're checking another area, and you're kind of peeking around, but you don't see anything that seems to be a key.
Are there any symbols on the walls anywhere or anything like that?
Even with your passive, Phil, I would tell you if there was, and there are not. There are no symbols. There is nothing. The only thing in this room that you can see is a keyhole in a door that is split down the center.
I'm gonna check my pockets.
Okay.
See if I got a key in my pockets. Do I have a key in my pockets, Bryon?
You check your inventory and you
Roll an insight check.
Insight. Ooh. Got a 9.
Okay. What makes you think there's a
in there?
What makes you think there's a key in your pocket?
Well, I have this prophecy hanging over my head. Logically, hey, maybe the prophecy also put the key in my pocket. You never know.
Maybe, yeah. Yeah, you feel around and you check your bag, you check your sack, you check everywhere, and there is no.
Do I have pittance in my inventory?
You actually check your inventory, and there are no pittance.
What did you say after he said that? Can I pull out my sword and just kill myself?
Yeah.
I said all you have is a broken sword, and he says I'm gonna take that
Stab
broken sword and
myself in the
stab myself
fucking
in the
neck.
eye.
Yeah. Can I look at the door, like the keyhole? Is it shaped like a normal keyhole? Is there anything at all peculiar about anything other than the fact that we're in this room now?
Yeah, roll me an insight check.
I'm assuming this is the puzzle he was talking about.
14. Still not stellar.
So you go over and you're feeling around the door, and you're investigating it as you were, and the only thing that you can think of is that this room and this doorway has to have something to do with the guy that your father was pressing about. It has to have something to do with this Dayus guy. That's the only thing that you're getting out of this. There's no markings on this thing. There's nothing you can see that seems to be out of place. It just seems like you have this gut feeling that there's something about this guy that involves that key.
You've got to be the answer somehow. I don't understand it.
Check my pockets. I don't have a key in there.
Well, I don't know.
Maybe the key is within you.
That's gross, Kai.
I don't know, man. I'm just trying to think of something inspirational.
Yeah, have you ever heard? Have you ever heard of keystring?
Oh.
I want to go in. I want to go inspect the keyhole.
What's that?
I'm going to go inspect the keyhole.
Okay. So you walk up, and yeah, you're looking at the keyhole. It does seem to just be a flush, round, standard keyhole with the tabbed bottom.
Can I see through it?
Yeah, you peer through it, and it seems to be darkness.
Hello.
Aren't you monk people? Don't you guys just like think and it is?
Yeah, I heard that one time, It's...
Kind of. Not quite.
The monks here are different than you, but can't they just like not feel pain or like think they can run up a wall and they can or something like that? I don't.
Anything you put your mind to can be done.
Well, except for opening doors, apparently.
Well, this door is different. Is it just a keyhole? There's no door.
There's a split that runs halfway through it down the center on this wall.
Can we just push it really
Is
hard?
it big enough that I can put my gun in?
How big is your gun?
Well, I'm a gnome, so probably not very big.
If you had to assume, I have a number in millimeters in mind. If you have a number in millimeters that your gun is, I will let you know.
Oh, I don't know, because it would be more. It's carved out of wood, so it's like a magic wand. Because it's not a real gun. It just acts like a firearm when I shoot spells out of the wand.
How about I just contest you in a roll? Roll a d20 and see how thick in millimeters your wand is.
I rolled a 7.
All right, it will fit.
I mean, I can fit my gun in there. I could shoot it. I don't know.
Sorry, what good would that do?
Well, I mean, do you have anything else? I have no idea.
Perhaps we rest, then we figure it out later.
I don't want to sleep in here.
Why not?
I don't think I can.
It's cozy in here. This is much nicer than where I'm from.
Hard no for me, pal.
Yeah, it's a hard pass.
Bryon, I have a question for you.
Sure.
Do I still have my 1 level of exhaustion?
No.
Okay.
Dayus is just gonna sit down and start meditating.
Oh wait, my...
Okay. Well, Kai, I think it's just you and me.
And I think Dayus would start praying to that goddess that he saw before. Doesn't know what her name is, but he's gonna start.
She said her name.
No, she didn't.
That's is that when you said something and then he just sat there?
He just sat there and didn't say anything back. Yeah, that was the time.
I thought I heard you say something, but I didn't make it out. Also, for
All
some
right, well, let's gonna start praying to her without saying her name.
yo, I have 0 hit points. I don't even have a max hit point for some. Like it just
Fix that. Dayus,
Yes.
you begin praying to this unknown deity in your mind.
They was
And
clocked out.
there is no response. There is nothing coming back your way. What do you say in your prayer? I mean, read that.
Give me an answer, you know.
Actually, yeah. In response to
No.
that,
No.
you actually hear the voice of the woman that was speaking to you before. I've already given you the answers you need.
What do we do from here? Nothing.
I'm glad you guys are stuck on the very first thing I have for you.
Perhaps moving backwards before forwards. So where are we coming at?
The wall that's now a wall.
I'm gonna try walking backwards into the wall. As if nothing happened.
How rapidly are you walking?
Very slowly. This is like backing up like I'm just gonna
Yeah, as you back up, you do kind of feel the cold of the wall and you press against it. It's a wall.
Can I investigate the wall?
Sure. Yeah, roll
Any-
investigation check.
Any notches in it maybe?
Oh, he's up. He's moving. Hey, Kai.
Son of a bitch! Give me a sec. That's a 2.
As you're checking out this wall, I mean, you're feeling around, but as you're feeling around, your mind kind of wanders for a second, and you're not able to, kind of feel anything obvious, but you're not really paying that much attention to it either. You're kind of more focused on trying to get the hell out of this room at this point.
Hey, man. Maybe like the door's in your mind or something. I don't.
Yeah, I'm gonna try opening the door with my mind now.
Roll an insight check.
I swear to God, if I get another 1, this is the same die. For fuck's sake, that's an 8.
Plus.
No, it's an 8.
Total.
That's an 8 total.
I rolled a 7 plus 1.
Oh, nice. Yeah. So, I mean, Filmort says that, and a little inkling comes in the back of your mind that there might be some truth to this, but you just kind of think it away like, that's impossible, too.
But wait, maybe I can.
Maybe you can.
I'm gonna try again.
What do you want to do?
I want to try and open it with my head, with my
Alright.
mind.
And how? Hell yeah! And how are you going to try and do this? What are you imagining?
I'm imagining the door just blowing open
I got an idea. All right,
forcefully.
you gotta remember that the dwarven word for friendship from the first Lord of the Rings movie.
Toss me.
So in your mind, you imagine this door bursting open. You focus on it for a minute, and as you kind of focus in on it, your brain kind of pictures the little cylinder inside twisting, and the door slides open.
Is the door
Man,
open
that actually
now?
worked.
Yeah, the door slides open.
Yo, monks are powerful. Let me tell you that.
See, how did you do it? What did you do? Or was that me?
Dayus, you take 8 points of psychic damage.
Ooh. Yo, I'm gonna die again.
Would I notice him kind of taking a reaction to something like he?
Oh yeah, he would immediately kind of like grab his head and kind of pull down.
Hey, are you good? What, did you hit your head on the door? Is that how you opened it? What's going on?
I think I hit my head on the door, yes. Maybe you
Feeling
opened it.
okay?
I'm not too sure. Let's move.
All right, marching order.
Not me first.
All right.
I'll go first. I'll go first.
Keep it the same.
All
Yeah.
right, Kai. Yeah, as you step into this next room, the limestone floors become a little more slick as you step in. The air grows thick, very musty. The smell of dirt and death creeps over you. This room is far darker than the last. You can see an old, elven, white, almost translucent form walking around, staring at these little alcoves in the wall, touching them. Phil, as you're watching him, you see little pulses of lightning touch as he touches things out, and he kind of pulls his hand back. As you're looking at him, you see that he's very tall and probably elven, based on the shape of his ears. About 6'10", maybe 7 foot. And there's so to paint it a little better, I'm sorry. The two walls that are lining the sides, there are little like recessed alcoves, about 3 in each, 3-tiered, 3 separate alcoves, and probably 3 deep on either side too, like 3, a total like 18 feet, 6 foot long each one, if that makes sense. And there's a little, maybe a couple inch gap between each one. And they're probably 2 feet tall.
Well, okay, so what's next, Mr. Key?
This
Not you, Kai.
The spectral form, I like that, seems to just kind of be puzzled. He's just standing there with like one of these expressions on his face, kind of almost looking distressed.
Do they look familiar to you at all, or what's this is
Number
all
one, do they look familiar to me?
Roll a history check.
You know what? I'm not using that die. Not happening. I guess it doesn't fucking matter which die I use. Epic. 6.
No.
I haven't rolled over a 10 yet. I just want to make that noted.
This form is completely foreign to you as well.
Can we check out the alcoves a little closer? Like, would I be able to look at them a little better without moving? I don't want to necessarily disturb anything.
Yeah, yeah. As you peer over, your passive is through the roof, so you kind of zone in with your glasses a little bit, and you kind of look in, and as you're kind of focusing on it, you see that these are probably little crypts, little graves. And where he stands in the center, you look up, and it seems that there's almost a moonlight shining on this form, and he takes a seat on a little stump growing on a small mossy hill in the center of the room.
You should go talk to him.
Okay.
I got your back.
I can go talk to him.
I'm not gonna do it.
Give me a sec, gang.
All right, I suppose with that, you guys want to take a first break?
Sure.
Sure. Oh wait, is he just letting his dog in? Yep, dog's just flying on the bed. Never mind. No break
Puppy
yet,
time.
ladies and gentlemen. It's puppy time. Look at that little pupper.
Baba Booey.
All right.
I want to go talk to him.
All right. Yeah, you walk up to him. As you walk up, you feel, you step on this mossy, kind of grassy hill, and he looks up at you, and finally, someone has come.
Can I help you, sir?
Can I have an action prepared?
Sure.
I'm gonna have Ray of Frost, the cantrip Ray of Frost, prepared in my firearm.
No problem. Yeah.
Just in case.
Also, can I use my divine sense to detect good and evil.
Again? Isn't that your last one?
No, so my divine sense, I have 5. It's 5 times. I can use it 5 times.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
Last time I used the good and evil, it was just a first level spell.
Okay. Yeah.
Divine sense.
Yep. So, yeah, you kind of do the same thing. You kind of brought this up, and you begin to see again. You feel around you this calmness, this natural peacefulness, and this figure does not emanate any sort of physically evil sense, but there is a hint of the natural process that occurs after life where you are torn between good and evil, heaven and hell. So there's a swirling of thoughts going on in your head about this. You don't really have a good feeling one way or the other as to what this figure is.
Okay.
So, yeah, he says to you, Dayus, finally, someone has come.
Sorry. How can I help you?
How can you help me? My life can't remember much anymore. I've grown tired. I'm weak. I've been here searching for so long. I've searched high and low, the same several 9 alcoves over and over and over again. I cannot find what I'm searching for. I've almost forgotten at this point what it was. It's my power in life, my focus. It was melted when I was killed. I don't remember what it became. I just feel like my power was contained within it.
So you were dead.
I am...
Or should I say undead?
I've never moved on. There's no place for me. I need to find this source again. I believe it's somewhere around here, but I've searched and searched and searched.
What is it you're looking for?
I'm searching for the source of my power. It was my arcane focus when I was alive.
Yes, but was it a staff or was it
It was
wand?
melted down, and now it contains something of mine. Part of me, I don't know.
Where are we?
A crypt. I don't know where. I don't know when. I don't know anything. I've been searching for so long.
I mean, I guess I want to go looking for this arcane focus fizz.
Do you got the other two? You want to do anything, or?
I'm just watching and listening.
Okay.
Fortunately, I don't have detect magic, but
Yeah, Dayus, roll an investigation check.
Gonna look over to Filmort and be like, I don't know how I feel, like whispering quietly. I don't know how I
I'm
feel
about
about
to lie about these fucking dice rolls in a second. I swear to God. What'd you ask for?
Investigation.
Yeah, I got a 5.
Ooh.
Like I said, I'm gonna start lying soon.
Yeah, so you start looking around, and I mean, you start searching through these alcoves, around on the ground, on the walls. You do notice that at the far end of the room, there's another doorway, another stone door, with a split halfway down the middle. No keyhole in this one. But other than that, you don't find anything out of place, any focus, anything.
Gentlemen, door is that way, but there is no keyhole. Same as that one, no keyhole.
Well, if there's no keyhole, it's not the same.
I don't like you too much. Let's move on. Now, I believe that helping this gentleman here would be the way of opening that door on the other end.
You fear me not. Please. I died fighting a great battle. I don't remember when or what, who or why. But I know there's no need to be afraid of me.
What's
He
he
said
look like?
He said he checked all the coffins already.
There. Those are my brothers who died. I believe. I don't know anymore.
What if they stole your thing?
They are my friends. They wouldn't steal from me. But every time I get close, it hurts. Pains me to touch my friends.
Anyone in specific, or just all of them?
All of them. Anyone.
Do any of them hurt more than normal or less than normal?
No. Pain, all the same.
All right. And you said they're like coffins in these alcoves, or?
Yes, yeah. There's like little, small coffins, and I mean, as you guys walk up to them, any of you that walk near them, you're going to see that they're very rotted. They're very old. They've actually started to decay. The wood on them is coming apart.
Do any of them have like any sort of inscriptions on them, or any sort of?
So I was gonna say I was gonna try to like inspect them, like look at them, check them out, see if there's any difference.
Yeah, both of you roll me an investigation check.
Still currently, or?
Said investigation.
Yes, investigation check.
15.
All right. 15. Kai?
9.
All right. Phil, yeah, you check around, and I mean, you start kind of climbing up one of these different alcoves. I mean, you're searching pretty hard, and I mean, you do find some dust, some bones. You find some of the source of the smells, the bodies that are within these coffins, but can't seem to find anything that resembles any sort of arcane focus that you've seen.
What's the guy look like?
He's, like I said, about 6'10", long hair, elven ears, pointed face, goatee. He's wearing very plain clothing, but he's very translucent and white.
I want to talk to him some more.
Okay. What do you want to say to him?
I want to tell him that the magic is in him.
The magic was once in me, but
It always is.
I think it's within you. That's the point of this whole thing, right? You're the prophet or something.
my form is no more. I don't know what. There's nothing within me.
Where was the last place you were at before you were here?
I don't remember.
Can you try really hard? That's my dad. My dad kind of helps me sometimes. He just asks me to try real hard when I'm thinking about something, and sometimes it helps.
There is nothing I can remember. It's been so long. So very long.
Where are you buried?
I don't know.
Is there anything in the middle of this room or just the
It's
alcove?
him.
I mean,
Him.
He's in the middle.
aside from him, but I mean, like,
Him, this mound of dirt, and moss, and the stump he's kind of perched on.
Do you think maybe it might be underneath us?
I dug this years and years ago. Could not find anything. The last thing I remember, I was burning. I can't remember if it was me, if it was my body. But I don't just remember fire.
What kind of magic did you practice?
I don't remember.
All right, everybody back up from the middle.
No.
No, he said fire. What if that's the answer? What if I need to like burn this stump or something and the
I'm
focus
sorry.
isn't there?
That is just not the answer.
But okay, so do you have a better plan? He said fire. I can do that pretty well. Out of this bad boy right here.
You said it burns like fire. Did you say it was fire?
I remember there being fire.
There was fire.
Yeah, there is fire.
Why expose him to more fire? That's torture.
Well, that's why I told him to back away. He won't get burned. It's okay. I'm pretty accurate with this stuff.
I no longer.
You know what? I don't have any other ideas.
I'm just trying to help.
Yes, do as you may. Then I'll step away.
All right, everybody back up.
We're about to take his seat away from him. I can't believe this shit.
Maybe it won't do anything. Maybe his seat is magical or something.
It's retardant. Fire retardant.
I'm gonna, once everyone's at, I mean, it's not an area of effect spell, but once everyone's at, like a good 10 to 15 feet distance away from the stump, I'm just gonna shoot firebolt out of the.
Yeah, so everyone kind of presses as close as they can against the wall, in order to get that far away. But yeah, everyone kind of presses against the wall, and then you're casting firebolt out of the fervent firearm.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. So yeah, you.
So do I roll for attack?
I was gonna say, yeah, roll. No, you're gonna hit it. It's a big mound. It's a big stump.
Okay.
But roll for damage.
All right. So it's 2d8 fire damage, and then plus another d8 because it's out of the arcane firearm. So 8 plus 7. So 15 points of fire damage. It doesn't say, it just says you gain. Oh, yeah, you gain plus 1d8 to one of the spell's damage rolls. So it would be the same damage type. So, yeah.
Cool. So do you try to hit the stump or just the mound?
The stump. Maybe
Okay.
like kind of at the base of it.
Yeah.
Not super low, but.
Yeah, so you hit the stump and you hear a little crackle as soon as it hits, and then the wood, the actual bark of the side of the wood seems to ignite, and the trunk begins to burn. But nothing else happens. And it's now smoldering and kind of starting to crackle into a bit of a fire.
I mean, I do love a good campfire, but that's all I got.
It's where you're from.
Baldur's Gate, I already told you.
Not you.
Oh.
The ghost man.
Yeah, it's not important anyways.
I remember my name. It is Marcus Callus. But where I'm from, what I did in life, don't remember.
Does anybody have a
death.
shovel?
Have a what?
A shovel.
No. No one carries shovels in D&D.
I don't have a shovel, but I do have these pittons.
You actually don't have pittons. I know you don't have
I have
pittons.
10
damn it.
of them. I have 10 of them, okay, and they weigh half a pound apiece.
You
Or no, 2.5 pounds
But, like,
for all 10 of them.
that dirt, that mound or something, man.
I've
I
dug
have
it.
thieves' tools.
I've dug through it. I've dug to the bottom of it.
Yeah, but you're like a ghost, man. How can you even actually dig? Or
I don't know.
so then how do you
Perhaps we can just open the door.
open the door? Do it.
I'm just gonna walk over and try to open the door quick.
I look around and see if anything catches my eye aside from anything that I've already seen, I guess.
Perception check from you, Dayus. How do you want to try to open this door?
I'm gonna feel it first. I just want to, investigate it.
Yeah, roll an investigation check.
Okay.
11.
Wow, something more than a 10. 11.
I mean, I do have these potions that'll also make me breathe fire if we need to burn this stump down even faster.
You hear crackling pretty good at this point. Kai,
You might die in here from the smoke.
you look around. You don't see any. You don't see anything other than what you had seen before. Just the crypts, the coffins in them, these alcoves, this man, this burning stump, a mound of dirt in the middle. The moonlit kind of feeling in the room, and Dayus, you feel this door. It's very smooth. The limestone is very fine. Everything's well cut. But there are no grooves. There are no handles. There's nothing to grab onto.
If I push it.
You push on it with all your might, and it doesn't seem to budge.
What about this light that's shining on the stump? Is there something to do with that? Is the moon important about anything?
Don't know. I'm just looking. It's my focus. It was once what I held to give me power, and now I believe it holds all of mine.
Well, what was it before?
It was, I believe, I don't remember, but it was
Of course you don't remember.
a staff
God.
of some sort. I don't know.
What was it made of? Wood?
I think it was silver.
Oh. I got nothing.
Action darts.
Oh, man.
Don't know what they're made out of though.
Earlier, didn't you like pray or something and you had the answer after that?
No. I can pray again though. I'm gonna try and pray to the goddess again.
Okay.
Who are you praying to?
It's none of your business.
Well, okay, I guess somebody's a little bit sassy.
Well, I'm a little bit sassy when all of this is going on right now. So I'm gonna once again ask the goddess for a sign or some help, maybe.
What do you say?
Maybe now I can get some help.
Well, you remember that your mind is the key. But have you forgotten everything else I told you?
Can I do a history check on what you told me?
Better fucking roll high, baby.
Didn't you try to like walk backwards into a wall at some point? You want to try that again? I don't know.
Oh, oh, thank God. It's 21. That's my first high roll all game, Bryon.
I'll give you a disadvantage because you should have made fucking notes on this.
I realize that now. Hold on, look at no pen.
But no. No, I realize that now. Okay, good. We're learning.
I'm ready.
You remember her saying, "Your brain is your strongest weapon. Your mind holds the key. Sometimes the solution is to go backwards before moving forwards. Have faith in yourself as well as in your allies. The obvious solution isn't always the best. And when all hope is lost, find faith within me, your fellow monks. You may need to stick to your beliefs."
And my name is Ayun.
And you remember her name is Ayun.
How do you spell that?
Ioun.
And sometimes
When you said it, your voice must
And
have cut out. 'Cause I
sometimes
swear to God,
why?
I didn't hear you say that at all.
I
Like
heard
the original time you said it, Brian.
him say
I said,
it.
"My name, Ayun." And then I just sat there looking at you for a minute.
I swear to God, I didn't hear you at all.
The mic's right here, and he's sitting like this, and he just slowly is just like, "Are you gonna say anything, dude?"
Yes, so that's that. Want to try and go backwards?
Like physically backwards? Or are you gonna walk like back through the first door you came through?
I'm gonna walk back to the first door we came through.
As you
Where are you going? No, we don't. We're done with there.
As you walk into this room, on the opposite side, you see a wooden doorway.
I'm gonna open that doorway up.
You find yourself in the shop of Togglesprocket's Tech and Tinker.
All right, so I'm gonna start searching around for
Hey, what?
The
Oh, hey
ghost.
Kai, we can get out of here now.
the ghost like magical
Get back home.
Think Torm. Let's get out of here.
focus. His focus. His
Kai-
arcane focus.
All right, Kai, what did you say?
He said, "All right, come on, Kai, now we can get out of here." And I said, "Thank God." And then I was like, "Oh wait, no, thank Torm." And then, yeah.
All right, yeah. So,
Can I sense anything? Just kind of like a feeling. I know that's a bit much, considering I don't have
do you have a check magic spell or anything?
You know what spells I have?
Then roll me an investigation check.
Perfect.
I'm gonna go back into the shop and grab that pot that I put on the lower
12.
shelf of the counter.
Yeah, so you start looking around the shop, Dayus, and as you're kind of like looking at stuff on the shelves, Filmort walks in, walks past you, picks up this little urn. I'm imagining
Just completely ignoring him too, like not acknowledging that he's there.
just turns
Hiding
around.
my face in shame a little bit, maybe. And I walk back in there.
That's the idea I got as well. As soon as he said silver, and I was like, "Oh, it wasn't his mom." I mean, it could still be. Who knows?
And I'm gonna go and walk back with it and just like set it down next to the probably burnt down stump now.
Yeah, you set it on near the stump, and the moonlight kind of gleams off it, and he looks at you. Dave, do you come back in?
No, I'm not metagaming. I'm not coming back
Oh,
in.
you
I
would have
didn't-
seen him.
Oh, if I saw him, I'm fucking following him back.
That's
in.
what I figured. Okay, yeah, you would have seen him come running. I said that. You see him come running and grab this thing. He says he's covering his face in shame and starts walking back the other direction. Yeah, so you guys walk back in. You go into the room. You put the silver, thing down by the stump. As the moonlight shines off it, Marcus smiles. Time. My time. Yes. flash of radiant white light. He grabs his fades. The door.
He dumps it all out.
The door at the end of the room slides open. The door behind you shuts.
Locking Dayus out because he wasn't fast enough.
No, you're all in the room. Dayus, you take 4 points of psychic damage.
What the fuck is this shit?
Would he be like bleeding out of the nose or ears at this point at all?
No, but I mean, Dayus, this is like, if you've ever had a migraine in your life, this is the worst headache you've ever had.
I've never had a migraine before.
Okay, this is the worst headache you've ever experienced in your life. It's in your eyes. It's in your ears. Your ears are ringing at this point. The light hurts your eyes.
You okay there, buddy?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Sure, you're looking a little disturbed.
Always.
Okay.
I don't.
I'm just down with the sickness.
Didn't somebody else make a disturbed joke last session?
I think so.
All right, so you guys want to keep pressing forward?
Yeah.
All right.
It might
Same-
kill me, but yeah.
Same order?
Yep.
All right. As you pass into the next room, the air grows thicker, more humid. But the stench of death does fade away as Marcus is gone, and you turn back, and you notice that actually the crypt is now starting to lighten up. And looks like where the tree was burning, where the stump was burning, a tree is beginning to grow. Flowers are beginning to sprout out of the ground. And then that door shuts behind you as you enter through. This room is gigantic. You're on a cliffside. You find yourself on this cliffside, and the sound here is loud. 100 feet across from you, there is another cliffside, what lies in between is a loud, rushing body of water that seems to be flowing down from a waterfall in the distance. The sounds of wild animals can be heard under the loud rush and the roar of this massive waterway. The cliff you find yourself on is only maybe 20 feet wide, and it extends about 5 feet out. But then, like I said, there's only cliffs going down on either side of you, down to where it spreads out, and the cliff on the opposite side, straight ahead.
Is it such a weird thing to say? I wish I was back in hell right now. This is all just too much for me.
So, cliff, 100 feet, another cliff, water below.
Rushing water below.
Is there, looking down, does there look like there was once maybe a bridge on either side hanging?
Phil, roll me a perception check.
Not very good. 15. Not awful.
Hang on. Looks like it's doggy time again. It is.
Bubba Booey.
Dayus, what are you doing?
Oh, considering the third thing that Ayun said to me, I'm a little scared.
What was the third thing she said?
Have faith in yourself and have faith in your allies.
Good. Phil, you look around and you adjust your spectacles. As you do, you notice an almost entirely invisible bridge that extends the length of this cavern. It does not seem to be made of anything material. It actually is just a shimmering, almost mirage. they really have to focus on to see.
Gonna kind of edge forward a little bit and maybe. I have a crowbar that I take out of my pack and kind of like poke at the ground where the beginning of this like shimmering spectral type bridge would be.
Mhm.
It's like, do I feel it make purchase with anything, or does it go right through?
You feel it, but Dayus
Um,
and Kai, you don't. It doesn't look like he's touching anything with this bar.
All right, I'm gonna kind of put it back in my pack. Okay, guys. There's a bridge here. Do you see it? Could I like show it to them and like poke at it and try to show them where it's at?
Neither of you guys can see it at all.
Bill, what are you talking about, man? I think
Are there like rope, like
Oh yeah, there's rope
circular-
handles. Yep.
Okay.
Of course,
This
the
is-
short,
kinda like-
of course, the shortest motherfucker can see this
Yeah,
goddamn bridge.
Gonna reach for the rope things and kind of like easily, very, very slowly put my foot on the very first little step or plank or whatever it
and then
might
fall
look
straight
like,
down.
and
Kai-
see if it's holding, if it kind of holds. Like I'll put pressure on it, not obviously not put my weight on it, but put pressure on it, weight still on the back foot, and if it feels safe, kind of a little more pressure, shift my weight until I'm standing entirely on it. If it doesn't give throughout that process.
I really like your description here.
It's almost like he's a DM.
Please,
I'm just a very timid motherfucker when I don't trust things. Okay.
please roll me a. Now, Kai, how much faith do you have in Filmort stepping on this bridge right now?
I was just getting ready to say I'm gonna
Rhea?
run right. Run forward and try to grab Phil before he plummets to his death.
All right, Phil, as you
So
go to,
0.
as you go to step on this bridge, you put your foot out, and Kai wraps his arms around you and pulls you back.
Hey, man, come on. Just let me let me show you.
You're talking
Excuse
crazy.
me, Kai.
You're gonna die.
I always talk crazy. I mean, what's new?
Kai, we must have faith in our allies.
I don't even know you.
Well, I don't know him, but I trust him.
That might be a mistake, but
And I'm willing to follow him across this valley
No,
just to prove to you
and I.
that this bridge exists.
But I don't.
wait, I have an idea.
Just start walking. We'll go.
I am. Can you just put me down? I won't step back out there until I can prove to you for sure. Yeah, please just put me down.
Yeah. Okay, I'll put him down.
And I'm gonna cast the Eldritch Cannon thing that I have before, but it's gonna be the Protector version. And before I send it on its way, as a part of the bonus action, oh wait, it's an action to cast it, right? No, it's a bonus. We're not in combat.
Right.
So yeah, I'm gonna cast it, and this little tiny cannon appears in front of you guys. It's maybe, oh boy, I don't know. Think of a basket that you carry in a grocery store, the size of it. So it's a little cannon on 2 wheels that's about that size. Made mostly like the bottom, the chassis of it is made of wood, with some iron banding in necessary spots, and it has just like a big red plus sign, like your medevac helicopters would have or anything like that. But a big red plus sign on the actual cannon part of it. And you notice that the cannon, the end of it has a plug in it. It's not actually, going to shoot anything, but you also, everybody gets 1d8 plus 4 temporary hit points. So 11 temporary hit points for that.
Cool. Yeah.
A way that I can heal Eliot without healing Eliot.
Kai and Dayus, please give yourself temporary hit points. Eliot, come back.
Yeah. puppy can't decide what they're doing or something.
I think boy's getting grounded now. Sorry for the interruption, folks. Home life,
time
you
to
know.
talk about
One of our sponsors. Oh wait, we don't have any sponsors. Never mind.
not yet. I am our sponsor.
Filmort Togglesprocket. So Togglesprocket's Tech and Tinker here.
Brought to you, yeah. So then, Eliot, you get 11 temporary hit points added to you.
11? I thought you said 4.
Temporary hit points.
1d8 plus 4, yeah, temporary. And then I'm gonna wheel it onto where the bridge is that I can see kind of.
Dayus, how much faith do you have in this bridge that Filmort says is there?
100%.
Kai?
Look, I'll show you. It's there. Can't hear you.
That's how much faith I have. No, I'm just kidding.
Dead silence.
Believe that I'm talking and you'll hear me. You gotta have
Gotta think it, and it's there.
Yeah. No, so he's I don't know, I'm struggling, man. Just believing things or I don't know. I don't know. So I know Filmort, and I know he's not the type of person just to do something unless he knows he's gonna be all right.
Okay.
So even though I think he's acting kind of strange right now, I'm starting to trust him that he's not just completely bonkers.
Okay.
Maybe he just might be seeing something. But I'm keeping my eye out in case something goes wrong.
Sure. All right, yeah. So, Phil, you roll this out, and it begins to, what seems to be to you, Kai and Deus, rolling on nothing as it begins to pass over this chasm.
See, I told you. You just gotta follow me. If apparently I'm the only one that can see it. Just hey, do we have rope? I have some rope. We could tie ourselves together, like by our belts or something.
How would we do that?
So, I mean, it's easier than just following me. You have an actual tether in the direction that I'm heading.
Is the bridge straight?
It is.
Okay.
Then I trust you.
Are
there ropes as handles?
Yeah. Okay. Well, yeah. Let's
just do it.
Let's like my old man Filton Togglesprocket used to say back in the day. Let's go and get to it.
So you guys go and get to it, and you begin making your way across this bridge. Phil, you kind of lead the way, grabbing on and stepping on each plank, kind of carefully, because I'm sure there's still a huge party that's nervous to get out over this.
Oh, absolutely! It's a very slow process.
Yeah. So he leads you guys slowly across this long cavern. The water rushing below you, the mist coming up at you. It's almost relieving for a minute. As you guys cross all the way over this cavern, you step onto the other side on the solid ground. It seems as if you just walked on air.
I told you.
I told you too.
Suck it, nerds. I guess I'm the nerd here. Never mind.
Yeah, egghead.
I just want to go home.
Stranger things have happened to us, Kai, if you think about it.
Dayus.
The strange thing is I wish I was in hell.
Exactly.
More sense than this.
Dayus, you regain 4 points of health.
Yay.
Oh, and I think those temporary hit points, I'm not even going to say. I don't know. How long does it last?
Probably until they're gone.
Yeah, I feel like last time this happened with you, with your character.
Until the cannon's gone, I think.
Are you just going to keep the cannon out?
No, I was just saying I was trying to check to see how long the temporary hit points last, and I think as long as it's until they are depleted, like by damage, or until the cannon's gone or something. I'm not sure. It
Okay.
doesn't really say.
That's what I remember when we were in that the cave way back.
Yeah. Sorry, I didn't mean to stop anything.
No, you're good.
Silently look that up.
Yeah, I mean, I'm okay with you guys just keeping them for now. That's fine.
Okay.
Either way, you strap the cannon to your back. I don't really care how you handle it. They're there.
It'll just roll alongside us for now.
There you go. So after crossing this bridge, your first sight is a small cavern that leads down to an old chamber. You guys just going to press forward?
I'm not in the lead anymore.
Yeah, your cannon is, and you're right behind it.
Can't hear you, Kai.
Hi.
He didn't say anything anyway. Okay.
He was talking.
I was just gonna say, yeah, I'm just walking in.
Okay. So you pass into this chamber. A square staircase runs the perimeter of this 100-foot tall by 60-foot wide room. There's a strange scent in the room, one that smells almost of rot, but the climate is much better in here. It's less humid than from where you stand on the top, you can see a large cage in the bottom of the room with some sort of coiled creature inside. There's a chain that seems to dangle from the ceiling all the way down through this cage.
So wait, there's a chain from the ceiling.
All the way down. And a square staircase that runs the entire perimeter of the room.
In this, is the cage suspended?
No, it's down on the...
Or is it on the ground?
Seems to be on the ground.
Seems to be.
Did
From where
your
you're standing.
person that you talked to in your head tell you anything about this? About climbing a rope or something? Climbing a chain? Trust in the chain.
I'm gonna start walking.
Walking down the stairs?
I'm gonna ignore that he said anything.
This guy's not much of a talker, I guess.
So you're just going to walk down the stairs?
Carefully.
Alright, yeah. You just start making your way down the stairs. As you press down, the cage seems to get larger and larger. It seems to be very tall cage. Maybe 25, 30 foot tall. And almost as wide. As you kind of come around, you see, as you approach this, your memory kind of strikes you a little bit. There's a chain carrying a key in the center of this cage, and it is in this cage that the key, is hanging. You can tell that there is a tall creature with several legs and a wide apron around its neck, coiled inside this cage. It looks very familiar to you.
You see an apron?
Very wide apron.
Like a cobra.
Almost like a cobra.
Huh, I wonder what this could be.
But it's got legs.
You see this creature, it almost feels like a nightmarish creature to you. Maybe something else you had experienced. You feel like maybe in a dream you were swallowed by one of these? I don't.
Maybe in a dream, yeah.
Do his hands start to burn a little bit?
Okay, so how tall is this cage?
Almost 30 foot tall.
And this creature? A wide?
It's currently coiled up.
Oh, not awake?
Don't know.
Or not that I can tell?
Not that you can tell.
I want to try and climb the cage.
Interesting. So you're going to go down to ground level and then start to climb it? Or are you going to try to jump out onto it?
Ooh. How far away is the chain from the stairs?
Okay, if the room is 60 feet wide, the chain is 30 feet away from the stairs.
Never mind. Disregard that.
The cage would be 10 feet away 5, 10 feet away.
Yes, I want to try and jump onto the cage.
Okay. So yeah, roll a acrobatics check for me.
11.
Okay, yeah, you can't make like great running start from these stairs, but you kind of dive out. You miss the top of the cage with your feet, but you're able to kind of grab onto the edge, and pull yourself up to the top. As you do, this thing uncoils itself, and you hear this loud as it lunges at the edge of the cage and kind of bites into the cage. You see tons of teeth protruding out of its mouth as it's biting on. And a fear sets over you, like one you have never felt before.
Okay, so I want to get over to the chain now.
Okay, you want to walk on top of this cage over to the chain?
I'm going to run across the top of this cage and get to the chain, and I'll climb up the chain a bit.
Okay. As you touch the chain, you take 4 points of psychic damage.
What the fuck is this shit?
And the chain snaps from the top and falls inside of the cage.
Oh, son of a bitch. So now it's in the cage. Oh. I just don't like D&D anymore. I'm walking away. What's the rest of the gang doing?
Actually, right there, I am going to take our first break, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be right back.
Our only break.
Our only break. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you enjoyed our short break there. Our lovely music that plays. So sorry, I could actually hear myself talking in echo, and that was very weird. So thanks for joining us for the first half. Thanks for checking us out. Of course, this is a unique one-shot type adventure with the Wildemount campaign that I am running, but make sure you check us out next week where Bill will be back in charge and sitting at the helm here. But for now, we left off with Dayus on top of a cage where inside sits, so I'm just going to say at this point, a Remoraz. And a key has just fallen from the ceiling and is coiled inside of the cage with this massive beast. What do you guys want to do?
I want to get off that cage really fast.
You climb down?
Could I jump down, or would it be?
It's about a 30-foot drop.
I'll climb
I'm gonna
down.
swap my cannon out. I gotta spend a first level spell slot, but I'm gonna swap my cannon out to be the force ballista instead of the defender.
Okay, so you're just going to kind of ready that up. Cool. Kai?
Yeah. I'm just kind of looking down, wondering what the hell this guy's.
Should we at least try to stick together and go back him up?
You guys are about 30 foot up on the steps still, and probably at one of the landings, and Dayus, you're down. You make your way down to the ground.
Yeah, I suppose.
Right. Yeah, so you guys kind of run down the steps. Dayus, as you're looking around, you do see actually, roll me a perception check. Just don't be too generous here.
9.
You roll like shit.
My passive is higher than that.
Yeah, so your base would be 10 anyway. That's fine. Yeah, as you're climbing down this cage, you do see a large pile of something. Maybe meat, maybe something along those lines. You're not really sure. It's just where the smell is coming from. And you kind of avoid it as you come down the cage, but you see it there, and there are some flies on it and stuff. But it's a pretty hefty pile of just slabs of meat.
I'm gonna go to the pile of meat. The rotten, stinking fucking pile of meat.
Will you do it?
I'm gonna pick it up, some of it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna fucking huck it.
In between the cage?
Towards the back of the cage.
Like away from where this thing is. I mean, it's going to be tough. This thing takes up a pretty sizable section of this cage.
Away from where the key is.
Sure. Yeah, so you huck it in. Let's see how accurate you are. Roll.
You're gonna make me roll again.
Yep. I'm having fun. Roll for your throw.
20. No.
Bullshit.
I can't roll that die. I just can't.
No, what'd you get? Add your dex.
5.
Yeah, so you pick it up.
I rolled a 15, fell on the floor.
And the slime just kind of overtakes your hands, and as you go to throw it in, you try to launch it in, but it just kind of slips out and crumples right in the front part of the cage. The Remoraz comes over and kind of, it almost looks like it grins at you. And this big, massive maw just wraps down around the meat and bites it up.
I want to grab some more meat.
Okay.
And try to throw it again.
All right. Now this one you toss in, you do toss a little further in.
You're not going to make it roll again.
This time the Remoraz kind of dives on it, and you hear a voice in your head. Solution. And the Remoraz then spins and, using its nose, slams the key to the edge of the cage.
Well, that was really fucking easy. I'm gonna walk over and pick up the key.
You just reach in a little bit. You're gonna reach in through the cage?
No, I'm gonna use my sword. I'm gonna drag it out with my sword.
Alright, fair enough. Yeah, you do. It doesn't come anywhere near you. You reach the key.
Is there a...
There is a door right behind you.
Oh, is there a keyhole for this key?
There is a key.
There actually
for it.
isn't. You can just open it.
There is a keyhole for this key.
Well, I'm gonna take it over and open the door.
As you touch the door, put the key into the door, you feel a spike in pain. You take another 4 points of psychic damage.
Nope, not 14. Damn.
All right. You guys regrouping with them, saying anything, or y'all just staying silent? Phil's
You found
kind
the
of
key. Why didn't you open the door? What's going on, man?
It just hurts.
What is that thing?
Suck.
What the fuck?
You don't know what that is?
No.
They're everywhere where I'm
Why
from.
the hell would I know?
everywhere.
It's an awful place to live.
Not really everywhere, but they're from back where I'm from.
Well, the sooner we can get you there and me away from it, then yeah, that's great.
All right, I'm gonna finish opening the door early.
All right. Yeah, so you put the key in the door. And as you open it, Kai, are you still leading the pack? Oh.
I'm leading this time.
Oh.
Still okay. That's fine. That's actually what I was gonna say earlier. And then I was muted, and you're like, "What did you say?" And I was like, "Yep, nope, I'm just going." Say, "Hey, Dayus, why don't you take the lead since you know everything about this place?" But yeah,
I don't know shit about this place.
right. But either way,
So,
I'll
yeah.
follow close second then behind Dayus.
So, Dayus, the next room you enter into is a vast library where books line every wall. Kai, Filmort, this reminds you of a place you feel you've been before, but you can't put a finger on it. Dayus, you've never seen such a vast cavern of books. They seem to be literally everywhere. In the center of the room, sitting in a large circle that has a three-eyed symbol in it, is an old man. His frail figure holds a feather quill, and he wears cobalt blue robes. His bald head and white eyebrows look up at you, and you see his deep brown eyes and a yellowed, weathered smile grin coming back at you. Well, the prophecy is almost fulfilled. I have but one simple riddle to solve, and all of this knowledge can be yours.
In the riddle?
Got a whole freezer full of popsicles. Sorry, I had to. I couldn't help it.
Are you making fun of me, young lad?
No, that was totally in Filmort's head, I swear.
Everything you think is everything you experience here.
Oh, I'm gonna go back to thinking about how awesome these books are then.
Good. Yes, knowledge is the key to everything.
I heard that sometimes that knowing could potentially be half of the battle.
Yes, there's a story about a Marine, one of the soldiers in, the Blood War.
I think his name was Joseph or something.
Yes, one of Zaria's legions is in one of these walls. Story of him, yes. Along with the story of the bully who beats off, or the man, the man who beats off all the bullies.
Anybody doesn't know about that quote, go watch the blooper reel. It's great. Wait, was that on the blooper reel?
It's
Oh
on the
yeah, it's
blooper
on the
reel.
blooper reel.
You can't not have it on the blooper reel.
So,
Great moment.
riddle. It can't be seen, can't be felt, can't be heard, can't be seen. It lies behind stars and first and follows after. It's life
Is this open to everybody, or is it? It's okay. Not
may
important.
share.
I'll just hang back.
I was
here.
waiting.
Knowledge is
You-
meant to be short.
Okay.
What is your favorite color?
Would it be? Oh gosh, I don't know. I overthink in these scenarios.
Can you repeat the riddle again for me, Senor, sir?
Can't be seen. Can't be felt. Eyes behind stars. Comes first, follows after. Ends life. Laughter. What is it?
Do I have to answer it any particular way?
The answer
It-
would be
Silence? Is it silence? Oh, damn it.
what, like silence, can fill a room.
Darkness.
The old man's grin widens. And as his grin widens, his teeth sharpen. His form begins to shift into a 13-foot tall, red-skinned man with horns on his head and glowing red eyes. His beard forms to a sharp black and his face is captivatingly beautiful.
Yeah, I'll pass.
His clothing is black and red robes and they look very elegant. In his hand is a beautiful ruby red rod. He begins to speak. Speaking of the dark, Filmort, Kiernas, don't you remember? You rushed full force into my domain, the first layer of the 9. Foolish, but brave. I admire that. And you, Dayus, confident in your abilities, confident that you were some prophecy. Nothing more than mere dreams of a dying man with no hope. It's a shame. You could be useful here in my domain.
This is your
Wait.
place?
So are we still in hell?
About that time.
Are you still in hell? Once you've entered, it's up to me when you leave.
I knew it.
We all knew it.
I wouldn't be so happy about that. I mean,
Been asking to be back in hell for the last I don't know how long. This is so much less confusing now.
Well, based on what you've done so far, I would gladly offer you each of a role here. Simply put, I'm feeling generous. I will let each of you live the rest of your mortal lives, provided we make simple trades, and I will make you more powerful than you'd ever imagined.
Charge at him, pull out my longsword, and swing at him.
I'm gonna trip him. I'm gonna trip Kiernas.
That I'm not mad about that. It's probably not it.
All right, Kai, I need you to make an acrobatics roll, and
Make a
Dayus,
reaction time roll.
I need you to make an attack roll just to know how accurate your trip is.
What's my mod?
Dexterity. You can use Dex on this.
14.
Hang on.
Which I know doesn't beat his AC.
No, I'm not looking for you to beat his AC.
Acrobatics, is that what you said?
Mm.
It stopped in the middle of the rest of my dice. I should have. It is an 8.
Okay. Yeah. So yeah, you manage to trip him up as he draws his sword, and
Stop! Stop, Charlie!
you trip forward, Kai, and you kind of stumble. And this man looks at you. I'm sorry. Where are my manners? You're right. We shouldn't rush into a fight. Good decision. My name is Asmodeus, Lord Hells.
I'm gonna put my longsword back and back up a little bit.
Good. Respecting my presence. Now, I have an offer for you. It is not for your soul. It is not. Souls are mere bargaining chips for lesser devils and demons. I will offer to you a role of a disciple of darkness in my domain. Now, what that means for you is more power than you'd ever dreamed of. But once your mortal life ends, come serve me. You will serve alongside Zeriel, the Blood War, in Avernus.
Ayun.
Uh,
I'm gonna say that in my head. I'm gonna try and talk to Ayun quick.
Kai, what were you going to say?
Absolutely not. I thank you for the kind gesture, but I'm good.
Phil, what are you doing during this?
I'm gonna say pissing my pants, maybe. No, I don't fucking know. Yeah, I got nothing. Maybe try to like sneakily cast Expeditious Retreat on myself. I don't know. Concentrate on it for up to 10 minutes.
I like it. I like it. And yeah, so Dayus, you say in your head, Ayun?
Do I get a response?
No.
Ayun. I think I know what I need to do. But I don't have the strength to do it.
What do you desire to do?
I want to get out of here.
Ready.
Yes.
There's one thing. Well, one thing out of this. What is it that you focus on anytime?
I don't know. Helping others.
What did you think? What? Why does it conclude in a library?
Knowledge is power.
Your mind is your greatest weapon, Dayus. Your faith is important as well. This is your battle, Dayus. And her voice kind of trails away at the end.
I'm just gonna think him away. He doesn't exist.
How are you gonna think him away? Close your eyes and magic's not there. I mean, what are you thinking?
You guys ever seen that video on Facebook of the spider, and he's like digging himself under the.
Oh yeah, I'm hidden.
I see you. You cannot see me. I imagine that's what he's doing.
I'm not here.
Oh, I'm there.
Then where are you?
I think you're all the way there.
I'm in the belly of a fucking giant snake with legs.
Are you?
Yes.
So you look up. Your mind is piercing in pain. There is more physical pain in your mind than you could have ever imagined, and you begin to feel your eyes filling with red. Almost like you're
James
bleeding
Bond.
from your eyes. You feel your nose begin dripping blood. This figure looks at you again and, Dayus, I'm offering you a chance to join me. Do not pass this up for some simple offer. Knowledge, or whatever she's offering.
I'll never join you.
Filmort, this is where you belong. And Kai, Ernest, you could be a champion of mine. Not that useless storm.
Aren't you supposed to like know a lot of stuff? You think he's supposed to be here? He doesn't like it here. I don't like it. Think I'm gonna leave Torm for you? You must not know anything about me.
Your faith is strong.
But you seriously think he is meant to be here? This guy? That's what got me. I'm not even gonna lie.
Filmort is wiser than I think you could ever aspire to be, Kaius. But your strength, your physical strength, is what would lead you through here. You could stand at the forefront of one of my armies. Filmort, drawing out the battle plans, and Dayus, standing behind to fight.
I'm not saying shit to him.
Yeah, but anyway, like I just said, Torm, yeah, no, he's awesome.
That's true.
I mean, I don't know what else you got to offer, but I'm gonna respectfully decline.
Then I guess you'll spend eternity searching for an answer. I heard that, but I think I heard that through your mic, Bill.
Been a noise cancellation, who knows?
Dayus, do you know?
What exactly is it that you want?
I want you to serve in my legions.
But why? Why us?
Well, they say there's strength in numbers, so in theory I could never outgrow that. But the first thing would be simply Filmort, your mind is sharp. Your ability to craft new things, impeccable. But most importantly, your heart is there. And I need someone with a belief as strong as yours. Able to fight through fear, concerns, and able to lead even in such a small package. I could create such a beautiful form for you, strong, powerful, You could be one of my archdemons. You could be a devil. You could be an archdevil. You could be whatever you want to be. Hell, a fiend. I don't mind. You belong here, Filmort. I can offer you power like you've never imagined.
Yeah, I think he just made fun of you for being short.
Oh, I'm used to it. But what's the what's in it for any of us?
Oh, the
Power. You said yeah, power, but we're still in hell.
Oh, you don't have to be. I will send you back to your realms. You can live your life however you see fit. Call on me when you need something. I'll grant you whatever power you may seek.
Dayus just keeps focusing.
On what?
Going back to where he died. Or not being dead where he died.
Kiernas.
So each of us that accept your deal gets sent back.
Yes.
Well, I mean, isn't that what we're trying to do?
I just want to save El Terrell.
I'm getting there.
Such a small-minded goal, typically. But why is it that you want to save Elturel?
Lives of many over lives of few. Every time.
That's my city.
These are my people.
Where I live. That's where I grew up. That's why I am the person that I am. I can't
And
just.
you could be 1,000,000 times the person you are now.
Yeah, but I probably have to look like as ugly as that or something. No, I'm fine. I don't need more power. I don't need anything that you have to offer.
Kai, as you say that, he looks at you. And he kind of raises his staff, and the ruby red light in it begins to glow, and almost a mouth forms, comes up, and it looks like this diabolically evil human male face with jagged, chewing teeth. Flames burst from the small. Please roll me a wisdom saving throw.
A natural 20.
This gate seems to be pulling you and trying to fight it. In your mind, you could feel that it's physically sucking your mind into it. You could feel that your consciousness is fading into it, and you feel yourself being pulled closer and closer. And Dayus and Filmort, you see this as well. Kai, you're approaching closer and closer, and these flames are getting warmer and warmer. And no matter how hard you're trying to fight it, you can't seem to pull yourself away. Phil or Dayus, do you want to do anything?
It's all in here.
Yeah, can I? So I have a whip.
Whip?
I have a whip.
You do have a whip. You picked it up in that crypt. Yes, I remember.
Could I try to wrap it around his leg maybe and pull on him or something?
Sure. Yeah. Roll a an attack roll. You're not trying to hit him with his arm or anything and hurt him, so yeah. Wraps around his leg. And you begin just kind of pulling on it.
Yeah.
And Phil, you feel yourself being pulled by this force as well. You literally can't grab any purchase on the ground with your feet. You're trying to dig in, heels dug in, as you feel yourself being pulled and pulled and pulled into this thing. Kai, you're being pulled in as well. And you're fighting.
Can I still like talk or like do
Sure.
anything?
You can talk.
Dayus, man, what are you doing? This is all you got to do something. We're here because of you.
Yeah, we need help.
And I'm gonna pull my sword out and try to like just. I mean, I don't know. Like, I'm assuming this thing's. You said this thing's in front of me, right?
Yeah, and it's just this.
Past him.
What's
or
that?
Or whatever. I wouldn't be able to see past it. Would I?
Correct. Yeah, you wouldn't be able to see past. Just slashing wildly at it.
Like not trying to like necessarily inflict any pain. Just like trying to like
deflect it in some way. And it's a physical, like.
Oh, it's
you're physically being pulled towards this thing as well, but your mind, you feel more like your mind is being separated from this reality.
Yeah. So then, if I would know that it's like a physical thing that I could probably make purchase with, then I'm definitely gonna try to swing at it.
Sure. Yeah. So you're just swinging away as you're getting closer. You're just kind of getting ready. Dayus, do you do anything?
Nope. Still thinking.
All right. As you're focusing on this, Dayus, your ears begin to bleed profusely. Your nose begins to bleed profusely, and your eyes start to pour down. You hear in your mind, I had so many plans for you. It's time to go back now. Kai, you feel yourself pulled, along with Phil, into this gaping maw. And as you feel yourself being pushed through, you burst through the doors of the cathedral. And that is where we're going to end our session.
Okay. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
So I just want to make it noted, I was listening to metalcore that entire session, like just in the background. Totally fit the final aesthetic.
Totally helped your focus as well. That was fun. I enjoyed that. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for checking out Dapper DnD again. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for anything that you may do to support this, sharing us, liking us, but subscribing to us on Facebook, Twitter. Please do all those things. Again, like Bill has said, the last couple of weeks, we are working towards 500 followers on Twitter. If we can get there, we are going to do something very cool with you. Again, we're not sure what that is, but I'm pretty positive it's going to involve something with our homebrew world that we are creating. Overall, I am very excited to see how Bill and I figure out what happens next. And in the meantime, I appreciate you guys putting up through one of these sessions and letting us switch things up a little bit. But, I believe that should be it. And until next time, everyone should get Dapper, my friends.